The phone buzzed where it rested on the kitchen counter. Her name lit up the screen, and my whole body went still. The clock blinked 11:03 p.m. Late, but nothing unusual. I answered with a cautious, "Hey." Nothing came back. Just thick, heavy silence, then a tiny click. I stared at the phone, a knot forming in my chest. She'd been fading out of reach for weeks, drifting through our home like a shadow I could see but never hold. But tonight felt different, planned. Her friends had convinced her to go quiet for a month. Give him space. Let him worry. So she did. And I refused to give them the satisfaction. No calls, no texts, no reaction at all. During the first week, our apartment turned into a shrine to someone who wasn't really there anymore. Her coffee mug sat untouched in the sink. Her toothbrush angled slightly to the side. His presence clung to the place like a specter I didn't want to label. I walked through the rooms, touching familiar objects, hunting for something out of place. A photo, a scent, a trace. Everything felt wrong. Everything whispered she was somewhere else, even when she was standing right in front of me. Then the small changes began. Her phone suddenly lived face down on the table. She laughed too brightly at messages when I happened to pass by. A whiff of perfume that wasn't hers floated in the hallway. I told myself I was imagining things. Love is good at creating illusions. I excused. I rationalized. I hoped. But silence, my chosen silence, taught me to watch. Halfway through the second week, I found the first proof. A lipstick-stained coffee cup in the trash by the couch. My heartbeat climbed into my throat. It wasn't hers. I knew that instantly. She walked in moments later, humming like life was normal. I didn't ask. I didn't confront her. I let that cup sit there like evidence waiting for a confession. Her friends started calling me too. "You doing okay?" they'd ask, voices dripping with amusement. They were waiting for fireworks. I was determined to give them a storm with no sound. No yelling. No crying. Just silence. By week 3, the whole place smelled faintly of someone else. Cologne. Cheap and unfamiliar. Maybe I could have chalked that up to imagination, but something inside me refused to lie anymore. I walked past her one afternoon while pretending to watch TV. Her heels clicked against the bathroom tile rhythmically. She smiled at me, big, too big, and I returned only a calm nod. The tension between us stretched like a wire pulled tight. I began leaving tiny signs that I knew. A photo nudged slightly back. A glass wiped spotless and placed deliberately. She studied me once, eyes searching for a reaction. I gave her nothing. It became a chess game of silence, and I held the winning move. Then came the night everything shattered. I came home early, pretending a meeting had been canceled. The living room was dark. I heard her laughter, familiar, soft, blended with a man's voice. When the kitchen light came on, she saw me standing there. Fear flashed in her eyes. Too late. The man, someone I recognized vaguely from parties, froze, guilt splattered across his face. I didn't say a word. My silence was louder than any shout. She scrambled for excuses. "It's not what it looks like," she cried, but I didn't move. The guy slipped out, muttering apologies as he left. Then she really looked at me, truly looked, and saw what she'd done reflected back at her. Every part of me wanted to yell or break something. But instead, I walked past her and into the bedroom. The lingering perfume felt like a brand pressed into memory. I closed the door. She followed, trembling. "Please, can we talk?" she whispered. I finally spoke, slow, steady. "Your friends told you to ignore me for a month. So, I showed them what real silence looks like. Do you get it?" She nodded, tears streaming. I didn't mean for this to happen," she stammered. Leaning back against the wall, I studied her, every lie, every choice, every crack that led us here. "And him?" I asked quietly. "What about everything I kept overlooking because I loved you?" She had no answer. The pain was sharp, bitter, but clarity slid in right behind it. Her betrayal didn't erase the love I'd felt, but it splintered the trust into 1,000 pieces too jagged to pick up. For days afterward, silence took over again. No calls. No messages. Just the ghost of us drifting from room to room. I learned to breathe through it. To survive it. To live with what I now knew. The twist wasn't just her cheating. It was realizing that my silence had been a mirror that made her guilt stare back at her. I didn't need anger. I didn't need a scene. I just had to wait. And the truth unfolded on its own. A few weeks later, I packed everything into boxes and left the apartment, each memory feeling heavier than the last. She called once. Begged. I listened quietly, heart aching but resolute. Silence had said everything. And now I'm telling this to you, my YouTube family, because your support is what lets me keep sharing these raw, human stories. Thank you for watching, liking, and commenting. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers so I can keep bringing you more moments filled with tension, truth, and emotion.